Right over here, my big sister. She's over here in a wheelchair. She's also being pushed by her home health care worker that is paid for through Medicaid. She came to live with me 22 years ago. I was disabled already at the time. And I was lucky because Medicaid gave me about 4 hours of home health care back then. And we were grateful because she wasn't supposed to live. And she got so much better that she's actually walking. And a little bit after that, she got a horrible brain tumor on the good side of her brain. Had 3 brain surgeries and had a brain infection and wasn't doing any better. And home health bumped her up a couple hours out of getting 6 hours a day. That kind of left me all the other hours to take care of her. And a few months ago, I got a letter saying they were cutting her hours, which was going to be really hard on me. I wouldn't be able to do all this that I've been doing for 9 years now. And so I decided to fight it. And it ended up going all the way to court. I had to see a judge and prove that I was disabled and that my sister, who now has been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, was never going to need less care. And to my surprise, when I got the judgment, the judge actually gave me over 8 hours a day to take care of my sister. I did 4 hours. And that's how, the judge heard my story, and I was never going to give up. I don't ever give up. I was going to take it to the Supreme Court if I had to. I didn't care. Anyway, so we've got those hours, which really helped because her home health care worker, well, he's a godsend because right now I can't take her out of the house. I've got stairs and still haven't been able to get around, but home health care is working on for me. So just imagine what's going to happen when the federal government doesn't give our state the $8 billion for Medicaid because of this bill we just had. I just saw the governor and he said, there's no way the state can make up that kind of money. And they're not going to take it away from people, but they're going to be cutting back. And what is one of the first things they can cut back on that kind of costs them a good deal of money, and that's home health care for my sister. And there are so many people just in my county that did that. And I'm going to fight for it until I swear to God the day I die. I will make sure my sister has the help and the medication that she needs. And so I really need to thank everybody. We're not thanking my boss, but one day, I'd really love to tell you thank you. So I'm going to pass this on now to thank you, Mel. Can you hear me? Okay, great. Thank you so much. So my name is Carrie Vine, and I have been working with Citizen Action Illinois for the past few months.
We're just gonna do a little count here. 92. 92. Am I allowed to cross here? I'm gonna wait.
Just to use it, put their people and then use it as slave labor. Oh yeah, so this is, I think that we're violating no one else is doing that. Like every time they something about nursing homes, we talk about it.
Starts our schools back in that building.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
And I have laryngitis. Let me step down. My name is Leslie Friels Lloyd. I've met some of you before. I live about 10 minutes from here. I'm a constituent of the 12th District. My boss does not want to meet with me. Imagine that. I've sent a few letters. He responded for a while. That has stopped. No responses to my responses. I asked to meet with him in district. I made several phone calls. I was told I would receive a call back and be scheduled to meet with him. Did I get a call back? No. Of course not. So myself, Judy, back here back, some others, through Citizens Action Illinois, went to D.C. We followed the proper protocol to make an appointment with him. Were we seen with him? Of course not. But who came out to see us? A staffer. The staffer said, "Are you here to speak about education?" One person said yes. I said, "I'd like to speak about health care." She said, "No, you have to let us know ahead of time. You're not transparent. You can make a comment. You can make a comment, but that's it." So the four of us there were each allowed to make a comment. She took no notes. At the end, she closed her booklet and she dismissed us. We were not even allowed to get any feedback. We weren't allowed much of anything. And then we came to find out that Bost was present in his office that day, walking around behind the scenes, but not willing to even stick his head in and say, "Hello, I represent you. Is there anything you would like to say to me?" No, we got none of that. So I just want you to know, firsthand, that's been my experience over the last couple months. My boss, this is not representation. No. You are avoiding. You are self-serving. You're using our tax dollars to push your personal agenda and fund a cushy lifestyle. Believe me, my boss and his friends are getting good quality health care.
Yeah.
The American Healthcare Association estimates after the passage of this bill, 1 out of 4 nursing homes will close. Now that's incredible. Think about the nursing home care that we have right now in Southern Illinois. Both of my parents passed away in long-term care in this district back when the quality and care and access was supposedly good. And I promise you, the quality was not good. Their death was very difficult. I sat with each of them. I had my arms around them. I was there every day. And I pushed really hard to get even adequate care. I've been monitoring healthcare outcomes in Illinois and in this district. They are going downhill fast. The maternity rate, mortality rate is rising. But the infectious diseases are rising. The poor treatment from ER is rising. The follow-up is, or lack of follow-up, is rising. It's really frightening, the outcomes. So let's lose 1 in 4 nursing homes. We don't care, do we? All right, here's some anticipated closures. If you haven't heard this, you need to know this. You may live in one of these areas. Richland Memorial Hospital in Albany may close. Harrisburg Medical Center in Harrisburg may close.
Boo!
Franklin Hospital Hospital in Benton, Illinois, may close. Massac Memorial Hospital in Metropolis may close. My previous husband, who passed away, he was an attorney down in Memorial. We went in Metropolis. We went to Massac Memorial over and over and over. They kept him alive while he was waiting for a liver transplant, which he eventually got. He eventually passed away from. What would we have done without Massac Memorial? We couldn't make it to Paducah. He was critically ill. Hardin County General Hospital, Rosie Claire, home of my great-grandparents, also part of this constituency. And Crawford Memorial Hospital in Robinson. All those anticipate, at a minimum, reduced services, but possible closures. That's frightening stuff, folks. We're underserved already. Our outcomes are decreasing in quality. We don't need to lose more healthcare access.
That's right. No.
Now, if you're not using Medicaid, which I'm currently not, these cuts are still going to affect you. In addition to closures of hospitals and closures of nursing homes, you're going to lose access to ERs. They're going to close. We're going to lose access to maternity wards at a time when maternal health is having poorer and poorer outcomes across the nation. And your premiums may well increase to get whatever coverage we can get in Southern Illinois. However, based on my experience listening to Mike Bost, reading what he says, and his responses to my requests for communication, I believe, Mike Bost believes, healthcare is a privilege for a deserving few.
Yeah.
He's one of them, and we're not. It's obvious we're not. Mike Bost, public health is not charity, and it should not be a luxury. It is as basic as food and shelter, and it doesn't have to be earned. You know, I'm 66 years old with Parkinson's, chronic lung disease, a number of other things going on. Does he think I'm going to go back to work to earn my Medicaid when I need it? Because Medicaid's the only thing that's going to cover my long-term care. I tried to be a responsible citizen, buy long-term care insurance. Are you kidding? The healthcare industry ridiculed me as I tried to buy long-term care insurance. There was no way it was going to fit on my retired teacher's salary. And that's sad, very sad commentary. So yeah, it's a luxury for a deserving few. So, Mr. Bost, Dr. Lloyd has a few questions for you. Woo! Yeah. Are the 21,000 disabled children in the 12th Congressional District deserving of medical care?
Yes!
Mr. Bost, Dr. Lloyd would like to know, are the 23,000 retired seniors whose taxes have funded the 12th Congressional District and your career deserving of medical care?
Yes!
Mr. Bost, Dr. Lloyd would like to know, are there 81,000 children in the U.S. 12th District currently utilizing Medicaid deserving of medical care?
Yes!
Wish you guys represented him. Mr. Bost, if the answer to those questions is yes, then vote to show it. Otherwise, you are not representing. You are avoiding. You are self-serving. This is using our tax dollars to push your personal agenda and fund a cushy lifestyle. Mr. Bost, vote no or it's blood on your hands.
Yeah! Woo!
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anisha Todokora. I'm with Citizen Action Illinois. So proud to be here today with Indivisible Shawnee, AFSCME retirees, SEIU, and many of the other coalition partners that have made this event possible. We are here today as the Senate has voted once again to drastically cut Medicaid and SNAP through the so-called Big Beautiful Bill and send the bill back to the House. Bost has already voted for these cuts once. And today, and this week, we see if he has changed his mind to finally have a spine to stand up for his own constituents.
Yes.
Folks, make some noise if you are a constituent of the 12th District. Make some noise if you've had the chance to meet with your congressman.
Tammy Duckworth, maybe.
Held a town hall since 2017.
Boo!
Boo!
We could hold our own town hall, invite him, put a dummy in his chair if he doesn't show up, and write down all of the issues we're talking about, because he's going to be up for election. So we got to find the alternative. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And it's kind of shameful that he won't meet with his constituents, so we have to show up at his own door.
Hello.
We are here, part of today's action, delivering petitions from many folks here in this group and hundreds of other constituents of Mike Bost to say no cuts to Medicaid and no cuts to SNAP. That's
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to memorize the stats. They're right in front of me on this lovely sign. Over 218,000 residents in Mike Bost District rely on coverage through Medicaid. Over 87,000 children. Over 24,000 seniors. 2 and 3 of them in long-term care rely on Medicaid to fund their long-term care. This is not a political issue. It is not a partisan issue. It's a human rights issue. Everyone deserves access to health care and to food. And so I hope you'll join us as now Carrie, who has been working really hard to collect these petition signatures, attempts to deliver these petition signatures to Mike Bost on behalf of the over 218,000 residents who rely on Carrie and everyone else as a constituent. You're welcome to get behind Carrie as she delivers these petitions.
Right back here, girl.
I'm just gonna hang out right here. Carrie.
Mike Bost.
He's a skier.
Get up there, Mary.
Hello.
Can we come in?
Can we come in?
Would you like to reply?
Singing is free.
Go ahead.
Mary's here. Who wants Mary?
Mary, come on, go on in, go on in.
I don't know. They don't have much room in there.
Yeah, but that's okay.
And it's getting a little warm, so we do have some water. Then we're going to bring out 3 guys some cold water.
Thank you.
They take water and stuff for you guys.
That is crazy. That is the most amount of interaction I've ever seen.
We want a town hall. We want a town hall. We want a town hall. We want a town hall.
Anyone need any water?
We want a town hall. We want a town hall. We want a town hall. We want a town hall.
We need the leaders in the Shawnee organization and all the organizations that organize this to get together and arrange for a town hall. But everybody wants to go, so we'll do that. Boss will be invited, but if he doesn't show up, we'll put a dummy in his chair,
Yeah.
and then
Anyone need
we'll
any water?
decide what's
Anyone need any
necessary for
water?
the next election.
We'll get more response out of it.
Yeah.
Tommy's probably been Soeakers.
I can't believe Allison went in. That's crazy.
Any more water?
Anyone need any more water? Anyone need any more water? Alright, I'm gonna do another count. I'm gonna do another count. We're gonna start over here. We're gonna do another count. Medicaid! Medicaid! Medicaid!
Medicaid.
500 years it is here.
Snap. Snap. Snap.
When I say hands off, you say nursing homes. Hands up!
Nursing
Nursing homes.
Hands up.
Nursing homes.
Hands up.
Nursing homes.
And the reason they're cutting all of this is not to address the deficit or to spend it in some smarter way. It's to make room for tax breaks for billionaires. So I am saying families over. We're going to say billionaires. Families over. Billionaires. Families over. Billionaires.
I'm not here.
Families over. Billionaires. Families over. Billionaires.
Trump's plane. It's in the bill. The funding for that
Oh, and the 3 that went in.
$1 billion. It's in that bill. For him to have it refurbished. And we're paying for it. That is horrible. It's horrible. Hey, we need that free plane. Yeah.
Check on these. How are they doing? Oh, nice. Good. Live. Yes, this is live. All right. Nah, you're good.
But suggested here is Southern Illinois deserves better, and I agree with that. Yes. Southern Illinois, you say, deserves better. Southern Illinois
Deserves better.
Southern Illinois
Deserves better.
Illinois
Deserves better.
Illinois
Deserves better.
Illinois
Deserves better. Deserves better. Shame on Bost. Shame on Bost. Shame on Bost.
Shame on Bost. Shame on Bost. Shame on Bost. Shame on Bost.
Okay, I'm gonna say healthcare is, then you say a
Human right.
Healthcare
Healthcare is a human right. 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 Tax the rich. 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 Tax the rich.
Tax the rich. Tax the rich.
You know, my boss, you may not know, but they're supposed to be on recess this week, back in your own district, meeting with constituents. But you know where they actually are?
hiding in the closet.
On vacation.
This budget bill through Congress, so they called all the representatives back into D.C. to stay for a week.
I'm thirsty. I need to go get my water. How we doing? How's everyone doing? They're actually around the corner recalibrating their radios or something. We called them earlier, let them know that we're doing this. So, yeah, they know.
Get lost, my boss!
Get lost, my boss. Get lost, my boss.
Get lost, my boss!
Get lost, my boss. Get lost, my boss. Get lost, my boss. My boss.
We are shaming my boss for...
tries to get heard. My name is Judy Ashby, and I've lived in Carbondale since 1970. And I have never seen so many frightened, cowardly, I'm not chicken shit legislators than I see now. And whatever they do, if they get to pass this big, bad bill, our work is not done. It's just beginning. Don't let this discourage you. We've got to keep fighting. We've got to keep making noise. We've got to keep acting out and making our presence known. That's the only thing that will save our true democracy. So throw away your fear, throw away your complacency because they beat us. No, they can't beat us because we need to we must get our democracy back for the people, not for the billionaires. If Project 25 is the recipe, is the prescription for removing democracy and establishing oligarchy and rich people owning areas of the government like fiefdoms that were the management in the in the Middle Ages. Do you want to go back to the Middle Ages, people? So keep sending your messages, not just to your legislators, but
Thanks so much for the engagement.
to your local and area judges. Let them know, let the judges know what you really want and what you don't want, and then reach out to the corporations that are bowing to this fascist government and tell them we're not going to buy your products because you're supporting the rich, not the human beings.
Yes.
So people, we can't quit, we can't take a break, we've got to keep going. Save democracy.
Let's chant.
Hey, ho, ho, Mike Bost, you've gotta go. Hey,
Hey, ho ho! Mike Bost has got to go. Hey, hey, ho ho! Mike Bost has got to go. Hey, hey, ho ho! Mike Bost has got to go. Hey, hey, ho ho!
Mike Bost, you gotta go.
Hey, hey, ho ho! Mike Bost, you gotta go. Hey, hey, ho ho! Mike Bost must go.
Yeah.
Sooner the better.
Maybe one of these days.
How we doing? Good. Do you know who this guy's with? Just vibing. Just vibing. Just vibing. I'm gonna go get more water because I'm thirsty. It's warm. You can comment as much as you want, but it's just gonna make it. Just gonna push it further on the For You page. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No boss. No KKK, no fascist USA. No boss. No KKK, no fascist USA. No boss. No KKK, no fascist USA. No.
Hands off our environment! Hands off our environment! Hands off our environment! Hands off! Hands off our environment!
Howdy.
How many did you count?
Just over 100.
Seems like more.
Right? It always does.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Here, like mine. Stickers for thank you.
Yeah. I'll take some.
Where'd you get those?
Amazon.
Don't think about it too hard. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
No hate, no fear. Everyone is welcome here. 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 No hate, no fear. Everyone is welcome here.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off the live, get some pictures, and then I'll hop back on. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty, guys. We will be back here in a few minutes. Come on, maybe. Come on. End the live. 50